Ever wonder why you're always anxious and distracted? You blame stress, lack of time, maybe even bad luck, but the real culprit might actually be right there in your pocket. Honestly, how many times have you picked up your phone today? How many minutes, no, hours have you wasted chasing pointless distractions? So here's the brutal truth. Your phone is running the show, and you don't realize it. The question is, how much longer are you willing to stay trapped? We're more attached to our phones than ever. I'm not trying to tell you to throw yours away, but it's time to face the problem. That little screen is controlling your behavior, decisions, and emotions. If you don't take back control now, you'll regret the time you've lost. And time, brother, it's the one thing with an ultimate expiration date. The notification nightmare. Why your phone is your worst productivity enemy. Let's start with the obvious culprit. Notifications. You're deep in work, laser focused, and then your phone buzzes. Suddenly, your concentration shatters like a cheap mirror, and before you know it, you're scrolling through cat memes, wondering where the last 20 minutes went. That's because your brain has been hijacked by constant notifications, each one dragging you further away from the task at hand. But it's not just about lost time. These interruptions crank up your anxiety, making you feel like you're always missing out on something. Research has shown that these constant breaks in focus don't just slow you down, they mess with your mental health too. Your brain wasn't designed to switch gears this often, and the strain is real. So, what can you do? First of all, customize your notifications. Turn off the non-essential ones. Yes, that means muting your friends' constant updates about new objective in Helldivers 2. Set specific times to check your messages and social media. However, the less time you spend there, the better. And when you really need to focus, hit that do not disturb button like it owes you money. Or, if you're feeling bold, simply turn off your phone. Trust me, your brain will thank you. Social media, the ultimate mind bender. Next up, let's dive into the black hole of social media. These platforms aren't just about staying connected. They're carefully engineered dopamine dispensers. The algorithms behind Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok are designed to keep you hooked by serving up content that'll provoke the strongest reactions. Ever wondered why you end up feeling either elated or downright depressed after a session of scrolling? That's not a coincidence. It's by design. You're constantly comparing your life to the highlight reels of others. That influencer's perfect beach body, your friend's new car, someone else's lavish vacation. These snapshots can warp your sense of reality. Suddenly, your life feels like it's lacking, even if 5 minutes ago you were perfectly content. The result, a subtle but powerful shift in your mood and self-esteem as you chase after the same validation in the form of likes, comments, and shares. But hey, don't blame yourself. These platforms are crafted to make you feel this way. The question is, are you going to let them? Take a hard look at your social media habits. How much time are you spending on these platforms? And more importantly, how do they make you feel? If the answer is anything other than good, it might be time for a digital detox. Unfollow accounts that don't add value to your life. Limit your screen time and remind yourself that what you see online is just a tiny, filtered slice of reality. Start using social media on your terms, not theirs. The silent saboteur of mental health. Let's face it, we're all guilty of spending a bit too much time staring at screens. But have you ever stopped to consider what all that screen time is doing to your health? Spoiler alert, it's not great. Studies have shown that the average adult spends more than 7 hours a day on screens, and that's not even counting work-related use. All that time adds up, leading to issues like anxiety, depression, and even sleep disturbances. And it's no wonder your brain is constantly bombarded with information, and it never really gets a chance to unwind. So, what's the fix? First off, try the 20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes, look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds. It's a small step that can make a big difference in reducing eye strain and mental fatigue. Another pro tip, create tech-free zones in your life. Maybe that's the dinner table or your bedroom. However, I personally recommend using the first hour after you wake up for exercise, a cold shower, and a nutritious breakfast. It's not that hard, is it? By setting boundaries, you're giving your brain a much-needed break, which can do wonders for your mental well-being. And don't forget to replace some of that screen time with activities that nourish your mind and body. Pick up a book, go for a walk, or start a hobby that doesn't involve a glowing screen. You'll be amazed at how much better you feel when you disconnect, even if it's just for a little while. App dependency. Are you losing life skills to convenience? Now, let's talk about apps. We love them because they make life easier. There's no denying that. But here's the obvious shocker. The more we rely on them, the more we risk losing our self-sufficiency. Google Maps might mostly get you where you need to go, but when was the last time you navigated somewhere without it? And sure, food delivery apps are convenient, but can you even cook a simple meal? Yeah, scrambled it is. Our dependency on apps is slowly eroding essential life skills. When we lean too heavily on these digital crutches, we lose our ability to problem solve, to think critically, even to remember important information. And what happens when technology fails? Panic sets in because we've lost the confidence to handle things on our own. But it doesn't have to be like this. Start by challenging yourself to do things the old-fashioned way. Cook a meal from scratch without Googling the recipe. Navigate a new city, a new route using a map. Yes, a real map. Our fathers knew how to use them and would be ashamed if their sons couldn't. By balancing technology with traditional skills, you'll not only regain some independence, but also boost your confidence in your own abilities. Taking back control, it's your life, not your phone's. So, we've navigated the minefield of smartphone dependency, from constant notifications and the black hole of social media to the dangers of excessive screen time and the quiet erosion of life skills due to app reliance. The bottom line, your phone is a powerful tool, the fact that most people don't even realize. But surely that's all it is, a tool. It's there to serve you, not the other way around. Reclaiming control over your tech use isn't just about turning off notifications or limiting screen time. It's about recognizing when technology is enhancing your life and when it's detracting from it. The more mindful you become about how you use your phone, the more you'll find that you can enjoy the benefits of technology without letting it run your life. Master your phone, don't let it master you. Wrapping up, let's not forget the key takeaways. First, tame those notifications. They're the biggest productivity killers out there. Next, get real with your social media habits. If it's not making you feel good, if it's not giving you some kind of value, it's not worth your time. Be conscious of how much time you spend on screens and make sure you're giving your brain the breaks it deserves. And finally, challenge yourself to step away from your apps every now and then and do things the old-fashioned way. By becoming more mindful of how it influences your life, you can take back control of your time, your attention, and your mental well-being. So go ahead, reclaim your life from your smartphone and rise above your digital addiction.